our integrity as a people has gone. We've gotten to the point where you can do whatever you want to do to black folks. As long as I got a cell phone, a Benz, a white girlfriend, a house in the suburb, I can get my hair done, some fresh Timbs and Jordans, I'm good. And a people like that, a people who will content themselves with material garbage in exchange for freedom, they don't deserve to be free, and nobody else is going to fight for their right to be free. We are where we are because we choose to stay there. When a mother has to call the police on her son or daughter who's having a mental health crisis, the shame and the blame for that is on every black man in our community. No black woman should have to go outside of her community to get someone to counsel or calm down one of her children. You said something earlier, and basically it spoke to what I'm going to say now. The village is our solution. The problem with black people in America, we do not operate as a village and have not operated as a village since desegregation. Mexicans operate as a village. Arabs operate as a village. Jews, Anglo-Saxons, Chinese, East Indians, Native Americans, everyone operates as a village. Black people operate as a nation of individuals. Nothing we do is done collectively. Part of understanding the ethos of mental health is understanding that just like a fetus needs the womb of the mother to grow and function, the individual needs the community to grow and to function. One of the biggest reasons why we have so much mental illness is we have no community. Where are our programs? Where are our systems? Where are our institutions? Where is our infrastructure? We don't have it. The black psychologists, the black social workers, the black psychiatrists, the black counselors, we should have a treatment modality already being implemented. I understand the black psychologists have a treatment modality on paper, but it's not being implemented. And the reason these treatment modalities are not being implemented by our leading black professional mental health associations is because everybody wants some money. Nobody wants to volunteer. The spirit of volunteerism that once controlled the black community has been all but extinguished. We do not have the spirit of volunteerism no more. Nobody wants to do unless they are being paid for it. That's why our young boys don't have men in their lives. There's no reason why we got all these single black mothers raising these black boys on their own with all these black men running around. If the father's not there, one of us is supposed to be stepping up to be accountable for that young man without expecting anything from his mother. The reason we got black on black crime, the reason we got gangster rap, the reason we got teenage pregnancy is black men have no interest in fathering or being a father figure to children they did not biologically produce. Pathological selfishness is one of the greatest collective sins of black America.
Gotcha. Now you said something about the people wanting to get paid. The people that are getting paid don't want their money cut off. They don't want their bank accounts frozen. They see the shambles that we in, and they know they could collectively help. If we get together, get on the same page, we could change ourselves. We don't really need nobody outside, but they're so afraid of being blackballed or being or their money being stopped that they don't want to help us.
Thomas Sankara, the great Pan-Africanist from Burkina Faso, who was assassinated in 1984, I want to say, 87 maybe. I think it was 87. He said, the man that feeds you is the man that owns you. And that's what's wrong with our athletes and entertainers. They have a lot of money. They have no freedom and power. Zero. They are scared as shit. I know. I've been around many of them. They're scared as hell. Millions and millions upon millions of dollars. They are scared to bat a fly. We are not going to get free waiting on them. They are too tied into the white power structure. They are too afraid. You're not getting liberation from them. So we have to get it from ourselves. But the problem with black folks, going back to white supremacy and the capitalist model again, they have convinced us that having money and being able to buy things is more important than freedom. And it's hard to value something you never experienced. That's another issue with black folks. See, this is why the first few generations of enslaved Africans fought harder than all the subsequent generations until the Civil War. Why? Because they knew what freedom was. Yeah. When you have something and someone takes it from you, you know exactly what you're missing. You understand me? If I'm drinking one of my ginger ales and you come take my ginger ale, we might got the slap box for that ginger ale because I know what that Schweppes ginger ale tastes like. But if you take the ginger ale from me and I never tasted that ginger ale, well, I don't really know what I'm missing. I can probably live without it. And black people are so far away from freedom that we no longer value it. And one of the reasons why we don't get respect from other people is everybody can see that we are okay being oppressed. We are okay being murdered. We are okay being miseducated. We are okay being gentrified and mass incarcerated as long as we can experience the conveniences and material privileges of American society. That's how low our integrity as a people has gone. We've gotten to the point where you can do whatever you want to do to black folks. As long as I got a cell phone, a Benz, a white girlfriend, a house in the suburb, I can get my hair done, some fresh Timbs and Jordans, I'm good. And a people like that, people who will content themselves with material garbage in exchange for freedom, they don't deserve to be free, and nobody else is going to fight for their right to be free. We are where we are because we choose to stay there.
Gotcha. Now, Tracy Holcomb asked, how can we restore the mindset so we can become one? What are some steps that we can start taking to change the mindset?
The only thing that's going to change anything is yourself or an institution that you need. Institutions control behavior, period. You go into the military, they tell you when to eat, how to eat, what to think, how to dress, when to dress. You go to school, they tell you what to do, how you're going to behave. You go to work, you're told what time to show up, what time to go to, what time you're going to leave, what time is lunch. They tell you what's acceptable, what's not acceptable. You belong to a community-based organization, a religion. Institutions control behavior. The reason we can't control the behavior of our own people in the black community, we have no institutions that they need through which we can exert an influence on the way that they act. What do we have that black people need? What does the black community provide for its own people? Absolutely nothing. How can you get people to cooperate with a community that does absolutely nothing for it? The problem we got is we're still expecting black people to be loyal to the black agenda just because they're black. Jews can do that because Jews provide resources for Jews. Yeah. Anglo-Saxons can do that. Anglo-Saxons provide resources for Anglo-Saxons. Native Americans and Latinos can do that because they provide resources for their community. The only thing we provide for our community is religion. There's no other resource black people have for black people. If you don't change that, you'll never get your children back. We could get all these drug dealers tomorrow. We could get the killers and the gangbangers off the street tomorrow. Hang up a sign that says $50,000 a year jobs with benefits, as well as a house purchase stipend, a house purchase scholarship. They lay them drugs down as fast as you can. You won't get everybody, but you'll get most of them. The reason our children don't pay no attention to us, we have nothing for them. Pay attention to you for what? You got a job for me? You got a home for my kids? You have nothing but a speech. And because of that, they don't listen to us. Economics and education. You go nowhere without economics and education. You need economics to train the youth. You need education to train the youth. And you need economics to provide an opportunity for the adults. When you can feed a person, they will be loyal to you. Yeah. And if you can't feed them, you'll never have their loyalty.
And I don't mean no disrespect to anybody here, but I want to be absolutely honest now. Anybody in Africa who is not a black African is an invader or an opportunist or the child of an invader or an opportunist. There's only one African. And that's the black African. There is no other one. I don't care how long your people been here. They're not indigenous to this country. You are a visitor.